We need to have a conversation. Good morning. So it's a chilly 23 degrees this morning, which is not too bad. I had my breakfast. Oh shit, where do I put this? It turns out the hotel was actually right next to the skating ring. The ice skating ring, that is. So, perfect. This morning I had my breakfast with a spectacular, with a view of the ice hockey teams practicing. Now that's a view you don't usually see during breakfast, is it? However, pretty cool. It was better than the view from my room, I can tell you that. Alright, so the plan today is to head a little bit up north, and we're hopping on and off the TET. So whenever the TET makes a little bit of a loop, we skip right through it, take a little bit of a breather on normal roads. And then I already booked a camping this time, and they do have a washing machine, so I'm fingers crossed that everything works over there, so I can finally get to wash some clothes. Okay, how does this work? Okay. Alright, off we go. Okay, let's look at the map first. So yesterday we had to trek back through Oslo, we crossed the border into Sweden and eventually ended up in Karlstad. Today the plan is to keep heading east and eventually down south, but it's gonna go a little different. There we go. Let's go for the gravel mode. Alright. Off we go. Whoa! Scary moment. I'm still wondering if my posture is actually okay, because whenever I'm standing up, I'm like, I mean, you know, because the bike is accelerating, you are falling back. And to counter that, I'm kind of holding on to the handlebars, but that means I'm pulling them up basically to make sure I keep standing upright. But I think because I do that, they can't move freely enough. But I'm not sure how I can keep my standing posture basically without using the handlebars for my own balance. So we are actually following the TED right now. I have no idea what section it is actually, but there's so many sections in Sweden. So this is where the TED goes to the right, and we want to continue on. I was gonna say go straight and skip a little bit of the TED, but it seems like it doesn't really matter. It does time-wise, however, because straight ahead is like this, and then you come back on the TED here, and if we follow to the right, oh yeah, no, yeah, it's because we're going in a different direction, so we'll pick up the TED later again. There's a TED here, that's a loop we're gonna skip. We're just gonna keep going that way, so we kind of made our own route here. Since this is more woods, if this turns into the more loose sand, I'm probably turning back. We've seen what happens in the first episode. Yeah. This is not happening. My skills are simply not up to par for that yet. Definitely not with a heavy bike like this.
Yeah, no shit, Sherlock.
So let's just head back. Quickly see where the road leads to for a detour. Oh, perfect. Yeah, we can just take the road and then it's only this tiny bit here. So just hop on the road, pick it up back there, and we'll be fine. cruising along, I noticed my mind drifting somewhere it probably shouldn't. So I pulled over, ordered a coffee and a slice of cake, and took a moment to really think things through. I made my decision right there, and then got back on the bike, letting the ride give me the space to figure out if I'd made the right call. We need to have a conversation. I'm back in Norway already. Sweden was turned out to not be so good for my mind. It's a beautiful country, but it's mainly the same all the time. So the same kind of roads, always trees on your left, trees on your right. That's it. I mean, you can have really good trips there, I'm very sure, and I'm definitely gonna go back to Sweden, but currently I'm not in the right mindset to do that kind of traveling. Here in Norway, every corner was a new surprise, and it kept my mind occupied. But in Sweden, there were no surprises around corners. You know what's coming. So my mind started drifting off into somewhat of a dark abyss, which was not really nice. So this midday, I stopped for a coffee. I got myself a big cake. I sat down for over an hour and had a really serious thought about what I was doing, where I was heading. And I realized it's not worth continuing through Sweden for the rest of the week and potentially having a shit week, basically. It's not Sweden's fault. It's just me and my mind. I'm apparently still working through a lot of stuff in my head, which I thought I kind of passed, but apparently I didn't. So, yeah, there's still a lot of work to do up here, because right now I feel kind of broken, both mentally and physically. Been struggling with a lack of energy for more than a year now. No idea why. I had my blood work done last year and everything looked normal, so there shouldn't be any problem, yet there is, so there is that. And with a lack of energy, yeah, the mind becomes a struggle faster as well. So then, yeah, if you're working through some stuff at the same time, it's kind of all building up together. So I had to make a decision, and the decision was to head back into Norway while I still could. I have about a small week left to explore more of Norway. I did book a ferry already from Stavanger to Hirtshals, which is a night ferry, which means I don't lose a day basically by traveling back to Hirtshals. So I can just end the day in Stavanger, hop on the ferry, sleep through the night, and then hop off the ferry in the morning. So that saves me the day I basically lost yesterday and kind of today. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting back into Norway and explore some more over here again. The ride back to the border here was, I don't know, about 2 hours. So I put on some music, I had no cameras, I just let my mind do its thing. And I do kind of feel better already, so it seems like I made the right decision. I did have a camping booked already in Sweden. I couldn't cancel it anymore, but I figured I better take the loss. But after I sent an email letting them know I couldn't come, they were kind enough to actually still refund me, so that's really nice. So yeah, let's get back in the saddle, get my mind back into the good mindset we had before, and let's keep going in Norway, because there's so much more to see in Norway. And you're definitely coming with me, so the decision's been made. And let me quickly show you where I am. Okay, so after that little intermezzo, welcome back in Norway. Yeah, sometimes you just have to make a decision. I mean, yeah, it's not worth doing something that doesn't feel right, for whichever reason that may be. And honestly, I really do feel better already, especially now having said and basically analyzed the decision out loud as well. It kind of solidifies it, and yeah, I don't know, it feels I know what's going on with my voice though. It feels like the right decision, because I really do feel better already. The views are getting better already, and I've been doing the math in my head. We will arrive at the camping in about a good hour's drive. So then tomorrow is Saturday. I booked the ferry on Thursday. So we have Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and whole of Thursday. That's 7 days. That's actually a full week that we still get to explore Norway, which means we can basically go anywhere between the border and the coast, maybe even a bit up north higher, or explore more of the south. But 7 days is actually, it's still quite some time.
This guy is fucking stupid!
It does mean when I get to Hirtshals in Denmark, I will have to drive home in 3 days from the top of Denmark all the way to Belgium. But that's quite doable. That should be okay. So the rest of today I'm just gonna get to the camping. I still need to wash my clothes, and I'm really looking forward to that, because that means if I get to do that tonight and everything works out on this camping, that tomorrow I get to make a completely fresh start. And yeah, that's kind of the perfect moment as well to make a fresh start, I guess. So let's get to the camping. I probably need to make a plan for dinner as well, because I don't think they serve anything on the camping. So I need to either stop at a supermarket to bring something myself, or find a restaurant on the way there. So I'll see what I do when I get closer to the camping. I'll quickly have a look on the map what's around. If there's a nice restaurant around, I'll probably do that. And otherwise we'll make a quick stop at the supermarket and cook my own dinner. So I think I found a nice spot for some food. It looks like a nice restaurant. It's kind of early, it's 4:30, but I didn't really have lunch, so I don't mind having an early dinner. And 4:30 is not that bad. This doesn't look like the road I memorized. I think that was probably the bridge where I thought I would have to go left. So then I guess if I do a double left here, I will get to the same spot. Yeah, I think that's it. Yep. See, we found it anyway. Now let's just see where we can put the bike. It will have to do. That was a lovely dinner. Let me see. A little over half an hour to the camping. So we're gonna be there at... Oh no, not even 20 minutes. We're gonna be there in 20 minutes.
So I made it to the cabin. Really hot in here, so I opened up all the windows. It's basically just beds, that's it. But it's perfect for the night. I'm gonna see if I can take care of my laundry. I'd really love some clean clothes now. And yeah, make a plan for tomorrow. I think I saw something interesting on the map already. So that looks promising. So yeah, I'm pretty happy I made the decision to come back to Norway because this feels so much better already. Yeah, sometimes you're just gonna make a call and change your plans. It's just like that. No biggie. I do feel like I lost maybe 2 days or something. But yeah, shit happens, you know. You make a decision, you adapt, and you move on. So let's see what tomorrow has in store for us. For now, I'm gonna do my laundry, take a rest, maybe edit a little bit more for the 4th episode I'm editing right now. And then I'll see you in the morning. Ciao.